Hey, it's Steph here with Clinic Flow. This is going to be a quick video running you through the 6 pillars of scaling. I decided to start making YouTube videos and posting more often, because I was watching some of the YouTube videos that salon owners get, and a lot of the content is really slop and bad content. It's more like mindset stuff, but it's not really actionable stuff that you can do. So I'm just going to be making content on that from now on. Just to quickly show you, this is a client we're currently working with. She's currently doing 40K a month. Around this time last year, she was doing roughly 5 to 7K a month. So yeah, in a year of working with us, we've taken her to 40K a month. It's just showing you this so you know I'm not chatting shit or I'm not saying rubbish stuff. I actually know what I'm talking about. So let's just get back to the video. As you can see here, let me zoom in a bit because this is a lot, but these would be the 6 pillars of scaling, and we're going to go through each one individually. This may look like a lot, but trust me, it's not going to be a lot by the time I break it down. So as you can see here, we have acquisition, conversion, recognition, retention, referrals, and reputation. You know, by the end of this video, you're going to know each one in depth and what exactly each one does, and why most businesses, well, salons and aesthetic clinics specifically, never manage to get all 6 in their business. They always end up staying on like the lower side of revenue, you know. So let's zoom in. First, let's start with acquisition because obviously this is the one you're going to be most familiar with. This would be Facebook ads and pricing. Most salons actually have this down. Actually, I don't know. Like some of them run Facebook ads, but they don't run it to a high standard. You know, because Facebook ads is not just like turning on ads. You got to do the funnel. You got to do the funnel copy. You got to have a very good and strong offer, and you got to have your pricing down as well. Because if you don't have good pricing, you can run Facebook ads to like a £20 offer. You're never gonna reach 30 to 40K a month. It's practically impossible, you know. So pricing and Facebook ads would be a part of acquisition. Acquisition just means getting people into your business. You know, this is the part that people are most aware of because everyone has heard of Facebook ads. Everyone knows they need to up their pricing, have good offers and stuff like that. So this one is pretty self-explanatory. This one is where you get a bit more into neglection. Now, salon owners are well aware of booking pages and having like reminders and stuff like that. But I don't think they've dipped yet into having AI employees because an AI employee, or obviously I have a booking assistant here as well, but AI employee doubles up as a booking assistant as well. And obviously you're not paying for a booking assistant to be active 24/7 in your business. The AI employee can do that for you as well. But if you are running Facebook ads and you have campaigns running, you do also want to book an assistant just so they can call the leads because AI can do outbound as well, but it's not really the best at that. You want someone more human to be able to call people and actually get them booked in. And that's how you run a successful campaign for an offer that's like £300 to £400. So you're getting in high value clients. So yeah, conversion is basically turning those clients that you've acquired into actually paying clients, to actually get them to pay money. Um, to add to that, the booking page can also include like deposit collection. Um, how the booking page actually looks is very important for conversion. If you have a really crappy booking page, no one is going to want to book with you. Um, and yeah, having a good assistant is amazing as well. So these ones are pretty self-explanatory as well. As I go through making these videos, I think I'm going to get better at explaining everything as well. But here is the part I think people are completely unaware of, and this would be recognition. Now, recognition is literally just making your client feel recognized by the business personally. Personally. Not just like another number that's come into the business, but someone that the business actually thinks about and cares for. Some businesses already know to do that when they naturally like try to remember people's names and stuff like that. They know the importance of that. But it doesn't just stop when someone sits in the chair or someone visits your clinic or salon. You know, it carries on to after they leave your salon, because we make sure that we send thank you messages right after they leave, saying, "Hey, thank you for visiting us. We hope you loved your hair," and that would literally be it. just a message to show that you appreciate them, and it can be a very specific one that calls out their name as well. And then also we have a 1 week checkup, so you don't just want your client to go away, and this would be specifically for first time clients because these are your most important ones to make sure you have the system completely down and running for. We make sure that first time clients, after 1 week, get a check in message that basically says, hey, like, if you have any questions or if you need any help, feel free to message us. Now, this is super important because it makes sure that the first time client knows that you care about them even a week past their visit. It's not just like a one and done thing where they come to you, they visit, and then they go away, go back to their own lives. No, like you actually stay inside their lives for at least another week and you're actually checking up on them and caring about them. So, yeah, recognition is really important. This client pass is also massive for recognition, probably the most important thing. But we will get to that in a second when we talk about referrals and reputation because 90% of salons and aesthetic clinics, they don't have that in their business as well. So let's get on to retention. Retention is pretty straightforward, but all this stuff, as I said I'm not sure if I said with a thank you message, but this is all automation. All of this is automation. All of this works with automation. If you don't have automations in your business, forget about reaching 30, 40K a month. You're going to be burned out. Burned out. Trust me, you're not keeping up with thank you messages, bookings. You're not. You're just not. You need it all automated. So yeah, as you can see here, for retention, we have monthly visit reminders. These are very simple messages that get sent out every single month. So we have consistent bookings. People don't come like once and then disappear for like 3 to 6 months. We don't like that. That's not good because by the time they've drifted for 3 to 6 months, they're at risk of completely leaving the business and you basically lost a client that you worked hard to win. So yeah, the monthly reminders are very simple. Like you're like a week away from your next refresh, coming now to get your next refresh or something like that. And then on top of that, we have a 3 to 6 month, sorry, not 3 to 6, 3 and 6 month recovery gifts. So if someone hasn't visited the salon for 3 months, we make sure to message them asking, are you okay? If they don't reply to that, we send them like, let's say a 20% off or any sort of gift that will make them think, wow, like I'm about to leave this business, but this business still really cares about me. Like, let me just come back. Or I have a 20% off, let me just come back, Because you don't want to lose any clients. Losing clients is the worst thing that could happen for your business because it is expensive to get in new clients. If you don't have a system, a back-end system, which would be recognition, retention, reputation, referrals, if you don't have a way to keep clients coming back, actually, I'd exclude referrals and reputation from that. But if you don't have a way to keep clients coming back consistently and lowering that drop off from them coming in to never coming in again, lowering the amount of people who visit your salon who actually do that, you will not be able to scale. It's that simple, because the 40K, 30K a month businesses, they're not just repeatedly going out and trying to get new clients. No, they just retain the ones they already have extremely well to the highest standard. That's what makes their business work. So yeah, with the 3 to 6 month recovery, we literally send them gifts and that'll be it. Now on to referrals. Now this is where I'm really excited. I really love the referral part because naturally, like 90% of salon owners, they think about referrals and be like, referrals are passive. They happen without me really knowing. Like someone will tell their friend, that friend will come in and that will be a new referral, But they don't really have a way to incentivize referrals, to track referrals, to increase the amount of referrals they're currently getting, to basically scale it so they get more and more referrals. Because ideally, you want to move away from paid acquisition, from Facebook ads, from Google ads, whatever you're doing to get clients in that you have to pay for. You want to cut that. If you can have a system that generates you referrals consistently, you've won. you've won. You never need to worry about acquisition again, because you know the clients you get will always bring you 2 to 3 more people, you know. And the system I recommend for this specifically would be the client pass. To explain what a client pass is, it's basically a pass that goes inside your client's Apple and Google Wallet. It makes it extremely easy for them to refer. It's offered as a gift to them, so they feel recognized and loved by the business. It has their own personal name on it and stuff. They can also use it to earn points with your business, to collect rewards, stuff like that, you know. So it's actually perfect for generating referrals. It's perfect for retention, and obviously it's perfect for making your clients feel actually recognized by your business. So yeah, that would be referrals. And the last thing I'd obviously want to talk about is reputation. Reputation is essentially, how do I put it? You'll Google My Business, you know, you'll Google My Business, and actually how you're perceived by your local area as well. So obviously, everyone wants more Google reviews. You need more Google reviews, and you need less negative reviews. You get more Google reviews by one, asking for it. But the problem with a lot of salon and aesthetic clinics, it can be a bit awkward to be like, hey, like, could you leave me a Google review for this specific service I just did for you? Asking right after they just had a service can feel transactional. It can feel a bit pushy. So what we do is we automate it, like after like 5 to 6 hours of a first time visitor only. You don't want to be spamming people who have already visited your business with this. But we ask them for a review. They normally leave it, and we have like a little review funnel that they can click on. And if they're trying to leave a 3, 2, or 1 star, we basically make them give internal feedback. But if they're trying to leave a 4 to 5 star review, we send them straight to the Google My Business page, where they can now leave a positive review. This is how you farm a large amount of reviews. You need a review system. And second to that would be local reputation. Now, local reputation, you can only really control that by your Instagram posts, which is something you'd have to make sure you're on, which is recording clients after they finish their service, you know, having good conversations in salon, recording it, doing content, like that sort of stuff, you know. That helps your reputation immensely. Having something like the client pass boosts your reputation massively as well, because it's different. You know, 90% of salons don't have a client pass that they could just post on their story and be like, hey, like, if you're ever thinking about our service, download our client pass. You get this gift for free. You can earn points. You can do this for referring, stuff like that. So yeah, posting will help your local reputation. Having a review flow for post client visits will help you grow your reputation as well on Google My Business. And that should be it. These are the 6 pillars. 6 pillars. Let me zoom out a tiny bit. These are the 6 pillars of salon and aesthetic clinic growth. If you have all 6 of these if you have all 6 of these pillars in your business, and you have them working at, let's say, even a medium, you will do 20k plus. You will do 30k plus. You'll be reaching that 30 to 40k mark when you have all of this working to a high level. And if you don't have this, you're not going to be able to scale to 20 to 40k. As I said, most salons probably have like 3 of these max down, you know, and they have it down to varying degrees. Some might have a good booking page, but they don't have an AI employee. Some might run Facebook ads, but they might have bad pricing. You need all of these down together for you to have a 30 to 40k a month business. And to be honest, obviously, I'm not in the salon and stuff. I set all this stuff up. It's not hard to set up. It's really not. You know, I think I'm also going to make a lot of videos on like where to specifically get what, how to hire booking assistants, how to get AI employee and stuff. Because it's really not hard to get this whole process down. As I said before, we got it down for this business. She was doing 5 to 7k last year. Now she's doing 40k. And she's doing 40k consistently as well. So this isn't just like, she's doing 30k plus consistently. This isn't just a one-time thing. Yeah, 35k for the month before. And yeah, that's the entire video. So thank you for watching. I'm going to keep creating more videos. If you look at the link in the description, there'll be like a link to book a meeting with me. We'll have a free consultation where I basically just walk you through your business, see any areas that I can help you with, and yeah, that'll be it, man. Thank you for watching this video. Have a good one.